Jon Jones is now officially ducking interviews. Jon Jones recently walked out of an interview with TNT Sports due to the reporter's friendship with Tom Aspinall. Jones said that it was common sense what questions he was going to be asked, so he just refused to do the interview.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Guys, going well.
You okay?
Going well. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good, man. Good. Have a seat, sir.
All you guys in, but
Hey, I'm not gonna do this interview.
You don't want to do it?
No, because it's gonna be an Aspinall Fest. I'm not doing it. Come on, let's go. Hey, bro. I see how close you guys are, and common sense tells me what type of questions I was going to get asked. So I'm just like,
Give it time to speak to who you want to speak to.
Thank you.
Jon Jones's beef with Tom Aspinall continues to evolve. Jones told reporters today at Media Day that he believes that Tom Aspinall is an a-hole, and that's why he will refuse to do any business with him in the future.
But if I'm being completely honest, I feel like Tom's been such an asshole that I don't want to do business with him. You know, it's just like his fans have been so annoying, but he's just an asshole. With, you know, he's 30, so he's from this influencer generation where you hop online and the t-shirt sales and all that. I'm past that type of stuff. I'm like, bro, if you had a little bit more respect, then maybe we could have worked something out, you know, but I just don't even want to do business with him. You know, at the end of the day, this is a business, and fighting me gives him an opportunity to change his life forever. And I don't even want to give him the opportunity. Like, he just played his cards wrong with me personally. And the press conference, going through the whole shebang with him, I'd rather not do. Pajeda on the other side, respectful, cool, barely says much. It's like, I'll do business with you. I would risk it all with a human being like you.
Jon Jones also went on to give the UFC an ultimatum. He says that if the UFC were to force him to fight Tom Aspinall next after the Stipe Miocic fight and not give him the Alex Pereira fight that he wants, then he will retire on the spot.
So the main goal is to get past Stipe. And if I can do it in a really dominant, devastating fashion, then the desire in my heart would be like, okay, now it's Alex Pereira. And if the UFC doesn't want that to happen, because ultimately it's the boss's decision, then it won't happen. And I'll just move on with my life. One of the ways I look at it is, would you guys rather lose me or get one more super fight? And the only super fight that makes sense to me, not to everyone else, but to me and my team, is Alex Pereira.
Tom Aspinall says the fight between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic is not for the undisputed heavyweight title. In fact, it's the most disputed title. Tom said on his YouTube channel yesterday that this is a fight between two old farts.
What I've got against this fight in particular is it's contested for an undisputed heavyweight title. This is far from undisputed. This is the most disputed title that you can possibly get because there's two champions, and one of the champions, Jon Jones, is avoiding the other champion, me. And he's chose to fight a 42-year-old Stipe. Let's be honest, these are two old farts fighting each other for a title and occupying it, which is a bit weird. Nobody that I can see really gives a shit about this fight.
Aspinall continues on to say that he has no respect for the ducking and diving that Jones is doing, and points out that Jones ducked Francis Ngannou for over 3 years.
Like, people are starting acting surprised, oh, John's a duck, this, that and the other. Jon Jones ducked Francis Ngannou for 3 years. Like, don't be surprised that this guy always takes fights where he's at the advantage by saying that, oh, this guy, Tom Aspinall's a nobody. Well, mate, I'm a nobody who has a #1 ranking and has finished 5 of the top 10 guys in the first round. Like, I'm one of them top 10 guys, so that's 9 guys. 5 of them I've beaten the first round. But this ducking and diving is something that I don't really have respect for.
Alexander Volkanovski chimes in on the Tom Aspinall-Jon Jones drama. Volkanovski said on his YouTube channel that it will be hard to consider Jon Jones a double champ if he refuses to fight the interim champion, Tom Aspinall.
It's going to be hard to convince me you're a defending champ if you don't fight Tom Aspinall while he's the interim champ. Does Jon Jones even need to do this? No, he's already got an incredible legacy. But if you want to claim the heavyweight division Say you were a proper double champ, you could have fight Tom Aspinall. I think he is definitely the biggest threat. The wrestling everywhere, he can be dangerous everywhere, and he's a legit heavyweight, right? That's the fight that I hope to see. I know there's talk of him maybe doing a Pereira fight. Pereira's a massive name right now, so maybe that's what he's chasing. And he's clever. He knows Tom Aspinall's a way bigger threat, but, what he gets out of beating him would be actually, I think, for most of us, the guys that are in the know, that'll be huge, right? That'll be huge. But when you're talking money and things like that, I mean, a win over Pereira right now would be massive. That's probably one of the biggest fights you could do right now. So I can see why he's point of that, but get rid of the heavyweight belt then, because you want to claim of being the champ. Get rid of that heavyweight belt because the interim champ's there, so you need to fight him, and that's just how it is.